Electrolytes are everywhere right now. Cute packaging, yummy flavors, bold claims, but are they something that you really need, especially if you're a woman in her 40s and 50s? Let's break it down. Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Tracy. I'm 50 years old and I've been a certified personal trainer for over 25 years. And I love doing videos like this for you where we take one topic and we do a really deep dive into it. And today we are focusing on electrolytes. Is it hype or is it real? We're going to talk about what electrolytes are, what they do, when they help, who should take them and maybe who shouldn't, and if you're going to buy them, what to look for when buying them. So let's dive in. So what the heck are electrolytes and why do they matter? Electrolytes are essential minerals that your body needs to function. I'm talking about sodium, potassium, magnesium, and even calcium. They help regulate hydration, nerve function, muscle contraction, pH balance, and brain signaling. And your body loses electrolytes through sweat, through urine, and yes, even breathing, aka existing. You're going to be losing your electrolytes. But think about it. If a person is sick and they end up in the hospital, what's pretty much the first thing you ever do if you have to go to an ER or you go to a hospital visit? They're going to plug you into an IV and they're going to be replenishing your, wait for it, electrolytes. Electrolyte balance is critical for cellular hydration and neuromuscular function. Now, here's where things get juicy and honestly kind of personal. If you are a woman over 40 and you're in perimenopause, or if you're like me and I've been in menopause now for just about 3 years, your estrogen is declining rapidly. And when your estrogen starts declining, well, guess what also happens? Your electrolyte balance starts shifting too. Another thing to add to our list of wonderful things that happen during perimenopause and menopause. So estrogen helps to regulate your sodium retention. And this really matters, especially if you're in your 40s and 50s, because like I said, your estrogen is likely declining already. So you might experience things like a puffy face or puffy fingers. I've definitely had that before. More frequent urination, which is going to deplete your minerals. Headaches, fatigues, or cravings, these can all be symptoms of electrolyte imbalance. Dizziness or lightheadedness, and even that weird feeling where it's like, I'm drinking so much water, but somehow I'm still thirsty. If that's happening to you, that's a sign from your body saying, hey girl, hey, your electrolytes are likely off. In fact, in the Journal of Midlife in 2021, they stated that hormonal shifts during menopause increase the risk of dehydration and electrolyte balance. Okay, if you're anything like me, you're likely probably pretty picky about what you put in your body. And you want to make sure that if you are taking anything, that it's actually effective and it's going to do what it says it's going to do. But I'm also fiercely committed to deep hydration because I know how much this matters, right? And if I'm going to have electrolytes, I want to make sure that they are actually high quality, effective, and not just like another cute little pink drink that you can see on like Instagram, right? So if that sounds like you too, then you got to check this out. This is called the Deep Hydration Protocol, and it's from one of my favorite companies, Pique. It's a 2-part electrolyte system that has really wildly improved my hydration, made my skin so glowy, and you all have noticed, and just makes me feel so good. So here's how it works. In the morning or sometime during the day, sometimes it'll be like late morning around like 11 a.m., something like that. That's when I have my BT fountain. Now, if you've been here for a while, you have heard me talk about BT fountain. It is amazing and it's so delicious and it is so effective. It's a beauty electrolyte that's clinically proven with ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and chelated minerals to hydrate at a cellular level. So your skin feels smoother, your energy is up, and you just look kind of glowier. Honestly, I really believe that my skin hasn't ever looked better, and one of the best benefits are no more chapped, dry lips, which I struggled with chronically. And I know that that's like an inside out job. Obviously, there's stuff that we can do topically, but all hydration really comes from the inside out. And then in the evening, I started implementing their RE fountain. It's a calming electrolyte with something they call triple biomax magnesium, but it also has other great ingredients that really help you get really good restorative and restful sleep. I'm talking about L-threonate, glycinate, and taurate. It helps you unwind, helps you sleep deeply, and also it helps you to stay hydrated. And I kind of feel it in the evening. When I take this, I'm like, ooh, okay, I feel that relaxation happen on like kind of a cellular level, if that makes sense. So together it's 24-hour hydration, not just for your workouts, but also for your skin, for your energy. I mean, there's so many reasons why we need to incorporate good quality electrolytes. I also love Pique because it is totally clean. No sugar, no stevia, no fillers, no junk. It's just real ingredients like lemon juice, monk fruit, beetroot, and organic yuzu raspberry. And these always come with me when I travel. It's like so easy because they're such cute little easy to pack packets. And I'm telling you, I swear by electrolytes when you're traveling. It makes the jet lag kind of like non-existent. So while everyone else is like, oh my God, I'm so tired, I'm like, I'm up, I'm ready to go. I never, not once, never, ever will get on a plane without chugging electrolytes. And the BT fountain is my favorite one. Right now, you can get 20% off for life when you subscribe. So I'll link it down below in the description box if you want to check it out and you're curious. I'm telling you, I stand behind this. And I love that it's an AM and PM system. So it makes it just really easy to integrate into your life. Now let's talk about the signs that you might need electrolytes. Now, you don't need to be an athlete or a biohacker to have electrolytes be a part of your supplement stack, as we like to call it around here. If you're tired in the afternoon, even if you had a full night's sleep, this is an indication that your electrolytes might be off. If you've got headaches or brain fog, yes, I know if you're in perimenopause, you're like, it's perimenopause, but literally it might just mean you're dehydrated. If you wake up bloated or puffy, have that puffy face or puffy hands, this is a sign. If you're constipated, and can we just take the stigma out of this? You know, I'm a health coach and I've been one for a really long time. And I always do a big health intake. And 90% of women that come to me, if they're over 40, they tell me they're constipated. This is not good. And this is not normal, all right? You are supposed to go poo-poo every single day, at least once a day. All right, let's keep it moving. If you're craving salt all the time, or if you're feeling lightheaded or dizzy, again, another symptom that your electrolyte balance is off. So I'm sure from that long list, some of you are like, yes, and me too. But do you really need to take them every single day? Well, the answer to that, like most things when it comes to health and wellness, it is not black and white. And for most people, I would say, it kind of depends. But chances are you probably do need them every day. And I'm going to just read through a little list so that maybe you can have your own little checklist to say like, yes, I actually think I do need to start incorporating these. Number one, if you're over 40. If you're over 40, chances are electrolytes will benefit you. If you work out, you sauna, or you sweat a lot, or let's be honest, if you live in Miami like I do, where it is like 9,000% humidity, you need more electrolytes. If you do intermittent fasting or you tend to skip meals, these can really help you to not get headaches or brain fog or just have that general lethargy that sometimes fasting can give you. If you eat low carb or keto, you probably want to incorporate more electrolytes. And also, and this is the one that I think is so surprising for people, if you actually drink a lot of water. I know that sounds crazy, but if you're not incorporating electrolytes, it actually might be doing more harm than good. So you want to make sure if you are going to drink a lot of water, and we all know we should be drinking more water, but when you incorporate electrolytes in your water, number one, if you're using the BT fountain, it makes it taste absolutely delicious. Plus a cute little pink color. We're not mad at that. But it also can really help to deeply hydrate you so that you actually are absorbing the water. I know it seems crazy, but it's facts. When I started taking electrolytes regularly, like I said earlier, I noticed that especially when it comes to travel, I am able to get off a plane and literally just go. In fact, I was just in New York and I was there for 3 nights, okay? So it was like 4 days, very full. I have been home from Europe for just like a week. Let me tell you, I absolutely packed my electrolytes and I felt like I don't even know how I'm doing all of this because I was just like not resting, just like 100% speed, just living that New York life because it was such a short trip, jam-packed with fun, exciting stuff. But still, I was like, wow, this is kind of crazy. And I really attribute that to the fact that I was well hydrated because I use electrolytes regularly. Also, like I said, jet lag. And I also noticed a huge difference in my energy. I don't have that midday slump anymore because I'm actually hydrated. And I don't know if you're anything like me. Regular water for me is just like so boring. So I love supplements and things that I can add to my water that will just add a little bit of flavor, a little bit of pizzazz. But when you're using electrolytes, not only will you likely be getting a better flavor, but you're also really helping your body at such a deep cellular level. And I love the fact that I have less cravings. It's actually to the point of it being sort of weird. Like back in the day, you could never have like chocolate in my house without me eating the whole thing, or candy. Like I'm such a sweet girl. But now it's like, there can be sweets around or something like that. And I'm like, maybe I'll have it, maybe I won't. There's no like pull. And really that's because your body is truly in balance. And another great benefit is improved digestion. And our digestion starts slowing down, especially if you're in perimenopause or menopause, because again, thanks to our friends, our hormones. And also you will likely be more regular. And again, this is so crucially important. Now, I know that there's a lot of GLP-1 girlies out here. This is key. Electrolytes, okay? Why? A lot of women that are on GLP-1s, they notice that they're skipping meals and also that they are constipated, right? Because sometimes the food just sort of sits in your stomach longer. So I highly recommend the GLP-1 girlies to start implementing electrolytes too. Your body will thank you. In a recent study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2019, they stated that magnesium, sodium, and potassium linked to improved energy, focus, and endurance. I mean, and raise your hand if you want improved energy, focus, and endurance. Yeah, me too. Now, not all electrolytes are created equal. Some are just adult Kool-Aid and just sugar bombs. And obviously, we want to stay away from those things that have crazy colors, artificial flavorings, all that junk. We don't need that. And unfortunately, there's a lot of that on the market. In fact, in my weight loss group, one of the members took a picture of a very popular electrolyte brand and was like, would this be something you suggest? And I was like, read the ingredients. The first one is sugar. Do you think you should be taking that? Like, no, stay away from that. But what you do want to look for is a balanced blend of sodium, potassium, and magnesium. It's really key. You don't want any added sugar. You don't want artificial colors or sweeteners. That's gross. You do want real salt or trace minerals that are included in the salt. And you want natural flavors or fruit-based extracts. That's key. If it tastes like a Slurpee, it probably is something that you want to avoid, right? Now, some of the products that are on the market that claim to be, hydrating and for athletes, they're sugar bombs. I'm talking like more than 30 grams of sugar. Stay away from that. Or you also want to stay away from hydration drinks that only contain sodium but don't have any potassium or magnesium. That's not balanced, and that's not really going to help you. If there's artificial dyes and sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose, stay away from that. Also, we have these like carbonated electrolyte waters that have really no trace minerals in them at all. Don't kid yourself. That's likely not going to do anything for you. And also remember, too much of anything, even a good thing, can be too much. So if you're mega dosing on any supplement, stop that. Please just don't do that. Use your head. Now, like I said, I generally will have an electrolyte in the morning and then in the evening. It's that 1-2 punch that I really like. In fact, according to the Journal of the American Heart Association, excess sodium without potassium can worsen blood pressure issues. And nobody wants that, right? So now, no one supplement is going to be perfect for everyone. So are there any risks when it comes to electrolytes supplementation? The short answer to this is, honestly, they're safe for most people. But like I said before, like anything, too much of a good thing can be too much. If you have high blood pressure, you probably just want to talk to your physician. Or if you have kidney disease, obviously talk to your doctor. You are the boss of your body. I am a girl on YouTube, right? And I love sharing my experience and things that I like and things that I use in my life. But at the end of the day, I am certainly not a doctor and I'm not pretending to be one. So if you have health considerations, be an adult and talk to your doctor. Honestly, that is the best way to really make sure that you are safe and that you are supplementing in the right way. So do you really need electrolytes every day? Well, let me ask you this. Are you over 40? Do you exercise? Do you sometimes feel tired? Do you sometimes feel bloated? Do you sometimes have low energy? Do you sometimes not sleep well at night? Well, guess what? all of those things can be alleviated or at least helped and improved when you're incorporating a really high quality electrolyte into your supplement stack. So have you tried electrolytes before? Let me know. Let's get active in the comments. These kinds of videos, these deep dives, I honestly feel like sometimes in the comments, it's actually so juicy because sometimes we have polarizing opinions and all opinions are super welcome here. The only thing I request is that you be kind. Just be nice to each other. Be nice to me. Like, I'm just out here sharing my experience, sharing my knowledge, and just trying to create great, high quality, free content for you. So be kind. But 99.9% of you are all awesome. In fact, our community is growing so much. And I love seeing women like you that want to look and feel their best at any age and any stage of life. So if you haven't already, you know what will really help your electrolyte balance? Clicking on that subscribe button, honey. Just tap on it. It's totally free to do so. And you're not doing it for me. You are doing it for Omar, for Linda, for Annette, for Leanne, for my whole team that really helps me out with all of these videos. So I would really, really appreciate it if you would do that. Make sure to tap on the bell notification. And if you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, check out this video next. I will see you there.